From the Ticats Audio Network, this is Ticats Today with RJ Broadhead.
Welcome to Ticats Today. I'm RJ Broadhead. Steve Milton has a couple of well-deserved days off, and he will travel with the Tiger Cats to Ottawa for Game 4 of the season, and that happens on Sunday. It's a big one. It's the first game against an East Division opponent, and coincidentally, Ottawa is the team the Tiger Cats have earned their first win against in the past 2 seasons, so they'll be going for the hat trick on Sunday. The implications are evident in this game. If the Tiger Cats win, they're tied with the Redblacks. Both would have 1 victory, and Tiger Cats are right in the mix in the East Division. However, if the Redblacks win, then all of a sudden they're 2 wins ahead of the Tiger Cats, and just over a 6th into the season, it's already time to play catch-up and try to track those teams down ahead of them. So the Tiger Cats have a lot on the line, and Ottawa is a very good team. They beat Winnipeg at home. They did lose to Montreal in Montreal, and of course the Alouettes unveiled their Grey Cup championship banner in that game, and it probably didn't matter who the opponents were. It was going to be a tough night for the visitors. Ottawa just happened to be the visitors, so it's tough to really evaluate their performance in that game, but Montreal did score 47 points against them, and no doubt the Tiger Cats will be looking at that. And sticking with the East Division, Montreal and Toronto are both undefeated, but that is going to change on Friday. The Alouettes and Argos play at BMO Field. Argos haven't had a road game yet. They won't have a road game until next week when they visit Saskatchewan. The Riders are on a bye this week, so they'll have plenty of time to prepare for the Argos. They'll be watching that game on Friday very, very closely. And Tiger Cats have seen their fill of the Riders with back-to-back games against them. Saskatchewan's a very good football team, so looking ahead a week, that's going to be a tough test for Toronto, and we'll be able to see where the Argos are at compared to the Riders. And right now, the Tiger Cats have to focus on getting that win in Ottawa. They have allowed the most points the Tiger Cats have in the CFL. Ottawa is second, but they've played 1 fewer game. That's because Montreal put almost 50 points up on them last week, so Ottawa is not in good shape as far as points allowed either. But for the Tiger Cats, reducing the points they allow in games will certainly help them on the road to success. But the big question is, how do you do that? It sounds simple. Scott Milanovich, head coach, addressed the issue of the points that the Tiger Cats have allowed.
I think we have some areas of concern really on all 3 phases, and they're all interconnected. I truly believe that. And we need to do better in the field position game on special teams. We played poorly offensively last week and put our defense in tough spots. And then obviously defensively, we need to play better as well. So in each phase, we're seeing, positive things to build on. There just aren't enough at critical moments in the game. And then 2 of the 3 games, it's been early, and we put ourselves behind the 8 ball.
Jamal Peters is a star in the CFL. He's one of the best shutdown corners, and he'll be playing in his 3rd game of the season on Sunday. He was injured for the first game of the year, so he has 2 games under his belt, and here's his head coach's evaluation of his performance so far.
Yeah, he's an elite boundary corner. He had a great day today. I think probably he's just now getting back to full speed, but anytime you can bring back an elite boundary corner, that changes some things.
We good. Like you might bend, but we're not gonna break. We're just gonna keep showing up every day, and eventually, like I said, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna find the thing. Once we get on the road, it's gonna be hard to stop. But like I said, we knew, all of us knew. We still trying to come together as one. We still trying to figure the person next to us, because we all came from different teams. I mean, someone was here couple years ago, maybe last year. But we just trying to figure each other out and still learn the defense and this and that and the third. But at the end of the day, we're gonna be okay. And I like our chance, and I like what we got in the room, and I just love the defense that Lamar Washington's building.
The Tiger Cats finally got their first takeaway of the season in that game last Sunday in Saskatchewan. Jamal Peters got it. He bobbled the ball a couple of times, but he was able to hang on for the interception.
So I never picked Trevor off in my career. And so I try to show the disguise, show the inside leverage, but shout out to the D-line from getting the pressure on the quarterback. And honestly, when I just looked back at the quarterback and I seen it in the air, I was like, ooh, opportunity. And so I had it initially, but then it's like kind of slipped out of my hand because I seen the receiver behind me, and then I'm like, oh, then I try to take it. And as I try to spin, I got tackled, but I wasn't even tripping. We got the interception and we got the turnover. So that's the main thing. I was just happy, though, to get my first one under the belt.
We had our hands on a number of balls last week that, they'll start falling your way more often, where you don't just get one, you get 3 or 4, and you get some fumbles and things like that. And that, that comes hand in hand with being closer to the action and coverage being better. And obviously the pressure on the quarterback that we've got in the last 2 weeks is all those things kind of work hand in hand also.
Jamal Peters led the CFL in interceptions in 2022 with 6. 5 of those came against the Tiger Cats. Then last year he had 4 interceptions. 2 of those came against the Tiger Cats. So was it success against Hamilton, or was it success against Tommy Condell's offense? Tommy is now the offensive coordinator in Ottawa. Here's Jamal Peters.
I know that I made my plays against that offense. I mean, of course, he's going to try to do things differently, probably run it another different way. But the main thing, if I just read my technique, stay on my P's and Q's, trust my guys beside me, the game going to be easy. That's the main thing. Every time I approach every game, it's basically the same. And watch film, learn the tendency, because you can't be the same. I mean, what is year 4 for me, they kind of know what I like to do, but I'm trying to switch it up as much as I can, disguises, and, hopefully I can do the same thing that I did in 2022.
The Tiger Cats' leading receiver this season is Shamar Bridges. He's 5th in the CFL in receiving yards, and he has a pair of touchdowns in his first 3 games in the CFL.
Not bad, but it could always be even better. It could always be better. I think I harp more on the things that was there that we could, execute on, the things that I can sharpen up even more. So, I think if we keep focusing on the things that are that could get better, the good things, that will just only stack the good things. So, it's not bad. I think I made some good plays, but I can make even more.
The staff did a great job of scouting him, bringing him in. I saw his film from when he was with the Ravens. I thought he was going to have a really good chance to be a starter, and then he proved that in training camp. I just told him last week, even before the game, I'm just now noticing him really being comfortable with all the waggles and the motion, and you can tell he's not thinking as much anymore, and he's just playing and reacting and using his abilities. So I think you'll just continue to see him play well.
Bridges has really excelled on second down. He has 8 receptions on second down to keep drives going. 4 of them came last week against Saskatchewan.
Yeah, my plan is whatever the coach tells me to do. And wherever my coach and both tells me to do, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just trying to be where I'm supposed to be for the team and help get the first down. So I mean, I'm thankful it worked out like that, but I'm just trying to be where they tell me to be, and I'm just gonna try to do my job.
Yeah, he's certainly one of them. I think a lot of times it's just, it's part of why Tim didn't get as many balls last week. It's the coverages that they, choose to play versus a particular scheme. And the quarterback's going to go to the guy that has less coverage. And a number of times that's been Shamar, and to his credit, when his number's been called, he's made the play.
Shamar Bridges has a touchdown in back-to-back games, so is keeping the streak going on Sunday against Ottawa something he's thinking about?
No, I don't talk about it at all. I don't even think about it. I just, if I score, I score. I think those type of things, I don't really think about it, maybe until maybe if it pops in my mind or you say it or something like that. But nah, I'm just trying to help the team win. I think I was excited to help give the team some boost. You know what I mean? So that was my main thing.
It was day 2 of practice for the Tiger Cats, so we still don't know who's in or who's out. The depth charts won't officially come out until Saturday. A couple of notes from practice, though. James Butler did not practice for a second straight day. He didn't take any reps. He was in uniform. He was on the field with his teammates, but at running back, the reps were all taken by Greg Bell. Bell hasn't had any regular season CFL action, but he did play a bit in the preseason if he is put into action on Sunday. Tiger Cats also brought in 2 new players. They both look like they're speedsters. Devon Smoke Harris. His nickname is Smoke, so he's going to be fast. He's 5'7", 180 pounds. He's a 24-year-old, played at Louisiana Tech last season and put up big receiving and returning numbers there. Caleb Hood is the other player the Tiger Cats brought in. He's 5'10", 180 pounds. He went to rookie camp with the New York Giants. and he played 5 seasons at Georgia Southern University and holds multiple receiving records at that school. Keep in mind, Ticats Audio Network has the game on Sunday. Tiger Cats Redblacks pregame show with Bubba O'Neill and Mike Daly is at 6 o'clock. Luke Tasker and me have the call of the game at 7 o'clock, and you can listen, ticats.ca/listen. 3 games under the belt for the Tiger Cats. The preparation for the first win continues tomorrow, and we will chat to you then on Ticats Today. I'm RJ Broadhead.
This has been Ticats Today with RJ Broadhead. Catch it on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.